Hey everyone, welcome back. Why is the Polestar share rebounding or plunging, as one would say? Last week Friday, the shares closed at $8 flat, and it was a proud week for Polestar. We were doing absolutely incredible last week. However, this week we're off to a slightly rough start, but I don't want to make you feel bad like it's worse than it is. I don't want to over exaggerate. Coming into the market today, the shares actually fell below $7. Now that's not a huge deal, but I think we were expecting better because we built a great momentum. The shares got as high as $8.24 last week. People are starting to say this is a chance for us to get back to double digit before the end of the year. And while that is possible, certainly this week, the start of this week, it had a slight negative effect. And I spoke about this in another video. Polestar is controlled by a Chinese automaker, and there is renewed optimism about China reopening. There is difficulty in China right now due to the protests and the quarantining and the lockdowns and the facilities that are being built to contain the situation. It's not looking good. So for a lot of companies that have connection to China, their stock actually weren't doing particularly well today, and in aftermarket trading hours and pre-market trading hours as well. This includes Polestar, of course. Polestar, their cars, majority at least, are built in China. There's Volvo cars built in China as well. There's Geely built in China. Tesla was affected. Apple was affected. Especially Apple, because Apple has a lot of controversy in China as well to do with the Foxconn factory workers going absolutely crazy because they didn't get their bonus. And as they should, because if a company promises you your bonus, you are expected to receive it. When you're working minimum wage or less than minimum wage, the money you're promised is everything to you. And when companies do not deliver, I completely understand why they'd want to burn down Foxconn and Apple together, because these companies are rich. The people who are working to build these phones, they're not. They're just trying to survive. And when you piss them off, things goes bad. Now the stocks actually slumped 13%. And that started yesterday on Monday, trending down amid worries about China COVID-19 policies and recent protests against the restrictions. PSNY stock is rebounding slightly in the green after this writing though. And that's good because the share closed above $7 once again. Once again, the momentum is in our favor. After market hours, it's at $7.12, so that's actually not doing too bad. If we have a positive pre-market trading tomorrow, that'd be really good for us for continuation in momentum. So it's good to see that shares are recovering slightly, and there has been sign emerging that China officials are looking to ease lockdown and lift vaccination rates. So two of the biggest affected stocks, of course, are just Apple and Tesla purely. Tesla builds in China, Apple builds in China. They generate sizable revenue from China, and they produce a significant proportion of their products there. Shares of both companies have sunk in recent days. Taking a look at the Tesla shares, you can obviously see for yourself, it is in the red, not by a massive amount, but by a little bit. The momentum is downwards. It's not upwards right now. And that's just due to the heavy amount of misinformation that's going on and a lot of the negative press. But also people are worried that Polestar will make less deliveries because they're doing less manufacturing if there are lockdowns and issues with manufacturing their vehicles in China. Apple, on the other hand, they're also in the red, but quite prominently. Apple is just a cliff. It just fell off a cliff. Since last week, Apple has been falling from $151 to as low as $141. Good time to buy the share though, because it's cheap now. So you see, ladies and gents, Polestar is indeed a victim of the market. It is not necessarily their fault why this is all happening. There's no coincidence really. Now, if we check out the list of the biggest EV companies by market cap, yes, Polestar is definitely taking a big hit. Yet still, over the last 30 days, they're the ones who are doing majorly the best, despite the fact that they've taken a sizable hit on Monday. Because it wasn't long ago that Polestar was really up there. They were above Lucid, that is for sure. And they were closing in on NIO. In fact, they did pass NIO shortly, briefly. Now, before we do close out this video, I wanted to just take a look at some statistics. These are customers' satisfaction rated with Tesla, Audi, BMW, Mercedes, Polestar, and Porsche. There's also a net promoter score as well, and Polestar is actually second on that list, second to Tesla. Only 1 point down. They're 80, Tesla is 81. So it's actually quite impressive. Now, it's one thing that Tesla does lose out on, and that's build quality of their vehicle. Everyone else's build quality is just way better. And this is what I've spoken about before, the panel gaps with Tesla vehicles. It's quite a popular problem. But in terms of apps, software, UI system, Tesla is winning in that space. While other companies, they're actually not doing so well. Porsche is actually okay slightly compared to Audi, BMW, Mercedes, even Polestar. Now the CEO also posted about this information, and I do believe this is probably in German. Yeah, it looks like German. But yes, he was talking about the same information. It's quite a crucial moment. I have noticed that the Polestar CEO is actually tweeting more often, which is a positive. He actually tweeted about the Microtech bioattribute Vinri recyclable textile backing. Introduction of the new sustainable material not only improves the CO2 footprint and circulation of our cars. So I do like the fact that the Polestar CEO is posting more regularly, which is good. He's even posted this article about the Polestar introducing bioattributed PVC and SUV upholstery. So he's quite proud of what the company has accomplished so far, and he's sharing more. So that is good. It's nice to see the CEO taking a more active role in the Polestar community, especially online on Twitter, especially in such a controversial time for Twitter. But I like it. I do like it. But this is what we'll end on the share. That's basically why the Polestar share has been going down since yesterday, because of the negativity surrounding China. But we're already seeing the fact that Polestar is already rebounding and there's a positive momentum going upwards. So that is it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.